I have a goal to summarize and rank every episode of The Simpsons ever made, starting with my favorite season, Season 8. This might take a while. Season 8 Episode 1 is a Treehouse of Horrors Halloween special. In this episode, Bart finds his evil twin in the attic, Kang and Kodos run for president by assuming the identities of Bill Clinton and Bob Dole, and Lisa becomes god to a microscopic race she accidentally created. The Halloween specials were always my favourite episodes when watching The Simpsons as a child, and this episode is great. 7 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 2, Homer accepts a new job for Globex Corporation and his new boss Hank Scorpio. The Simpsons move to Cypress Creek where the perfect setting soon turns sour. I love this episode. It's high on my list of all-time favourite episodes. I especially love the character of Hank Scorpio. I love the way he turns from a stand-up fella to some sort of diabolical supervillain. Apparently he was going to be the villain in the Simpsons movie, but the writers went another way. Top tier episode, 10 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 3, Homer turns to a career in pro boxing when he discovers he has a genetic condition that protects his brain from injury. He eventually fights Drederick Tatum, Springfield's answer to Mike Tyson. Great episode, 7 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 4, Mr. Burns' long-lost illegitimate son Larry turns up in Springfield. Mr. Burns rejects him because he thinks he's a bit of an idiot, so Larry along with Homer stage a fake kidnapping. Good episode, 6 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 5, Bart gets a job in a burlesque house to pay off damages he caused to the property. Although many Springfield residents are regular customers, there are others who are less happy to have showgirls in their town. Good episode, 6 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 6, when Milhouse's parents get divorced, his mother starts a relationship with a gladiator and his father produces an album. Worried that Marge might divorce him, Homer plans a second wedding. Mid-episode, 5 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 7, Lisa develops a crush on Nelson Muntz, but his friends resent him having a girlfriend. Not a big fan of this episode, 4 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 8, the Flanders house is blown down by a hurricane and the Leftorium is looted. Homer leads the Springfield residents in a rebuilding project, and when things don't go well, Flanders snaps and has an angry public outburst. Good episode, 6 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 9, Homer eats a dangerous chili, grown by Guatemalan psychiatric patients, and embarks on a hallucinogenic trip throughout the deepest recesses of his mind, led by a talking space coyote voiced by Johnny Cash. Top tier episode, 10 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 10, FBI agents Mulder and Scully visit Springfield to investigate Homer's story of encountering an alien in the woods. You would think the FBI had better things to do, but the episode is top tier, 10 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 11, Marge starts a pretzel franchise, and when it does poorly, Homer turns to Fat Tony and his mob associates for some helpful business assistance. Excellent episode, 9 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 12, after a chaotic fire drill at the nuclear power plant, Mr. Burns organises a team-building exercise in the mountains. Good episode, 6 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 13, Marge is so stressed her hair is falling out, so the Simpsons hire a nanny in the shape of Sherry Bobbins. Not a great episode, 4 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 14, Homer gets a job on the Itchy and Scratchy show as the voice of wisecracking hip-hop surfing dog Poochie, a new character brought in to shore up ratings. Mid-episode, 5 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 15, when Bart befriends a gay antiques dealer, homophobic Homer decides to bring out his son's masculine side by taking him hunting. I don't think this episode has aged very well, but I still like it. 7 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 16, Sideshow Bob is once again released from prison, into the care of his respectable brother Cecil. Bob takes a job on Cecil's dam project, but Bart suspects Bob is up to no good. Top tier episode, 10 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 17, Bart tries everything he can do to destroy Lisa's image as a dependable babysitter when she is left in charge when Homer and Marge go out. Not a massive fan of this episode, 4 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 18, Homer and friends reintroduce a speakeasy to Springfield when an old prohibition law is enforced. This is a fantastic episode with Homer shining in his role as the beer baron. Top tier episode, 10 out of 10. In Season 8 Episode 19, Principal Skinner and Miss Krabappel start a secret romance. When Bart finds out, he exposes the couple to the school, which starts a rumour that spreads around Springfield like wildfire. Mid-episode, 5 out of 10. In Season 8, Episode 20, Bart buys a new dog called Laddie with a fake credit card. The Simpson family love their new dog, and when the credit card company come to take Laddie away, Bart gives them Santa's little helper instead. Good episode, 7 out of 10. In Season 8, Episode 21, when Mr. Burns loses all his money, he employs Lisa to help him earn his fortune back with a recycling scheme. Good episode, 6 out of 10. In Season 8, Episode 22, Homer discovers that a Japanese dishwashing powder company is using his face as a logo, and the church sets up a hotline so Marge can dish out advice as the listen lady. Good episode, 6 out of 10. In Season 8, Episode 23, Homer is introduced to Frank Grimes, the epitome of hard work and effort. In many ways, he's Homer's opposite. It doesn't take long for friction to arise between these two characters. This episode is hilarious. Top tier episode, 10 out of 10. In Season 8, Episode 24, Troy McClure hosts 3 spin-off shows from The Simpsons. Chief Wiggum P.I., a cop drama featuring Chief Wiggum and Principal Skinner. The Love-Matic Grandpa, a sitcom featuring Moe Szyslak and Abe Simpson. And The Simpsons Family Smile Time Variety Hour. I like this episode, much better than a clip show, 7 out of 10. And finally, in Season 8, Episode 25, Bart is sent to military school as punishment, but when Lisa sees that they have everything she's ever wanted in the school, she enrolls too. Good episode, 6 out of 10. As you can tell by the fact that I started with Season 8, I'm not doing my quest of ranking and summarising every episode of The Simpsons ever made in any particular order. I'm just doing one season at a time, completely at random. Please like and subscribe for part 2. Cowabunga, dudes!